Hello and welcome to this video. As we have seen in the last two videos, the visa bulletin for the month of October 2023 was released, showing the second cutoff numbers to apply in the DV 2024 program. That's for the month of November 2023. Now, whenever the visa bulletin is released, there are always differences in the movements of the various cutoff numbers. So, for example, you could have one region where the cutoff number is maintained, and that was the case of the Africa and North America regions in the last visa bulletin. You may also have another region where the cutoff number is increased, and that was the case of all the other four regions in the last visa bulletin. Now, with such movements in the various cutoff numbers, a few questions usually come up. One may ask, for example, why the cutoff number of one region remained the same, whereas in the case of another region or in the case of other regions, the cutoff numbers changed. I have explained the different factors that determine how the different cutoff numbers of the various regions are established from one month to another. So I'm not going to go into all of that detail once again. But what you should retain in case you are one of those who have been asking why this has happened in this region and not in the other region, or why the cutoff number for this region increased whereas in the other region it was maintained, is that the differences in the movements of the various cutoff numbers of the various regions depend on the existing reality in each of those regions. Regions that have a similar reality for the month under consideration are very likely to have the same cutoff number experience. In other words, when you observe that the cutoff numbers for a number of regions increased, it means that those regions have a similar reality. That is why the cutoff numbers increased at the same time. In case you see other regions where the cutoff numbers were maintained, then it means that those regions also have a similar reality, and that is why you see their cutoff numbers being maintained. Another question that is usually asked is what to expect. In other words, in the last visa bulletin, this was the situation. For example, the cutoff number of my region did not increase. So what can I expect in the upcoming visa bulletin? Or in the last visa bulletin, the cutoff number of my region increased. So what can I look forward to in the next visa bulletin? And the answer to that question is the same as in the previous case. What is going to happen concerning the cutoff number for your region in the next visa bulletin or in the upcoming visa bulletin is not going to depend on what is going to happen in another region. It will depend on the prevailing reality in your own region, in the region concerned during the month in question. So if the prevailing reality in your region or in the region concerned during the month in question demands that the cutoff number be maintained for the upcoming month, that is what is going to happen. In case the prevailing reality demands that the cutoff number be increased in the coming month, it will be increased. In case the prevailing reality demands that the cutoff number for your region be decreased, yes, it's possible. In some cases, the cutoff number is decreased. That is what is going to happen. So, all in all, it will depend on the prevailing reality in your region for the month concerned. And that is the task that the visa office has on hand to perform on a monthly basis. As they receive monthly reports from the various embassies and consulates. Their responsibility is to assess the various factors that come into play, those factors that I spoke about earlier, that I said I've had the opportunity to explain in previous videos. And after assessing those factors, they decide in the case of each region whether the cutoff number should be maintained, whether it should increase or whether it should decrease. But as I said, it depends on the prevailing reality in the region concerned for the month in question. All right, this is something I thought it wise to share with you in today's video. Now, as usual, in case you have questions concerning your diversity visa application or any other aspect of the diversity visa program, then join my guidance program. There is a reasonable monthly fee to pay to be a part of the program, but as I said in a recent video, it is actually worth it when you consider the happenings of the diversity visa program. So in case that concerns you, then look in the description of this video. The link leading to my guidance platform is found there. So that is it. That is all we have in today's video. Thanks for watching. See you either on my guidance platform or in the next video. Until then, God willing, goodbye.